All right, before we get this episode started, after you watch this, if you enjoy it, please remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video and my channel. A big thank you to you for that. Now, here's this week's episode. All right, it is Thursday afternoon, about 12:30, the week after Memorial Weekend. And I'm finally going to get out in a boat and actually wet a line casting. Had a lot of work to do here, did a lot of work. I still got to work on the tracker boat, the bass boat. That's still buttoned up from the winter. As you can see, I have yet to touch the bass boat.
Now, there were some additional issues this spring that prevented me from fishing early, like arriving for a cabin check in late April, only to find that the neighbor's tree snapped off and came down on top of my septic holding tank area. Now, I had to wait until cabin opened to bring up my chainsaw to clean this mess up. I managed to clean up the debris field with the chainsaw and a little elbow grease, and mark the limbs with yellow flags that penetrated the ground. I'll still have to get an inspector to check out the holding tank to make sure there is no damage to it. So far, so good. Everything's working fine.
And we've been so busy, I've hardly shot any footage. I would have liked to shoot footage of working on the dock and putting that in. Working on the pontoon, we had issues with a flat tire, and then trying to prop up the boat to lower it so I could get the trailer out to repair the flat tire. We just had so much stuff going on. We had to get the pontoon boat running, make sure everything was okay. We had problems with that. I had water spraying all over under the hood cover, and found out that the hose, the discharge hose for the water for cooling the motor, had cracked. Luckily, it was long enough, I just had to take it off. It had cracked right up by the nozzle where it was attached. So I was able to cut off about, say a ½ inch, and it was still long enough. Got that back on, got it running. Everything's good. Pontoon's in the water. So I'm taking a couple hours this afternoon. The weather's nice, not very windy like it's been the last couple of days. I've got my little duck boat, the 12-foot duck boat, rigged up for pan fishing. And we're going to head out into our bay over here, and we're going to see if we can get a hold of some crappies or some bluegill. So here we go. There's the boat. We're all rigged up. 2 rods with some bobbers on for some artificial live bait, but it's artificial, but looks live, like grubs. And I've got one little casting rod for small spinners. I'm going to hook the camera up there. I suppose I should go get a net, just to have a net. And you know why? Because when you don't have a net, that's when you tie into a big bass. And you'd wish you had the net. So stick with us. We'll be going out on the water shortly. And we're trying again for crappie and bluegill right here in the bay. So, catch you in a bit. Alright, I think we're going to try to set up right in here. We got rocks. And we've got some down timber. Let's just see how we're drifting here. There we go. Perfect. I think we're anchored good. I'm not as bendable as I once was, so All right, we're getting ourselves anchored. We're going to get rigged up. Stick with us. We'll have lines in the water shortly. All right, we're rigged up. First thing we're going to do is we've got this small Panther Martin, silver blade, yellow body, red hook. So we got some rocks over to my right here. And we're going to work that with this little spinner bait. See if we got any activity. And like I said, I do have some artificial live bait, like little grubs with some bobbers and that. So let's see what happens. See if anything's home. We'll work these rocks and in towards shore a little bit. See if we come up with anything. Fish on. Pretty cool. Third cast. Largemouth. Cool. Nice largemouth bass to start. In by those rocks. See how big he is, just for the heck of it. Gonna drop you in here, buddy, and you'll be out in a second. You'll be out in a second. What are you? What do we got here? 10 inches. Nice 10-inch largemouth, and we're getting released. Okay, release cam for this 10-inch largemouth. There he goes. Bye, buddy. Thank you. That was pretty cool. 3 casts, 10-inch largemouth out of the rocks on a Panther Martin spinnerbait. So see if there's any more there. First fish of the season. A couple of drops of rain. Wind is swirling around in here for us now. Just one little dark cloud. Here it comes. Here it comes. I gotta cover up that camera. Woo! It's raining. Cover up the electronics. I'm gonna shut this down. Cover it up. I know it's raining, and it was coming down pretty hard. It's kind of letting up now as that dark cloud goes. But in the meantime, I managed a second bass here. Another largemouth. Let's check out the length. Starting to come down hard again. 12-inch largemouth. I'm gonna get the camera shut down and covered up again. All right, there he is. 12-inch largie. And we got this dark cloud here raining on us yet, but he hitting the rain. Release. Go, buddy, go, go. Thank you. Well, that was fun. I'm getting wet, but I don't care. I'm catching fish. Okay, it's pouring. So I got the Samsung camera. The Samsung camera is covered up. This one's waterproof, so I'm running with this one now, my underwater camera.
See if we get another one on here. Ooh, I think I had a little nibble there. It's pouring now. Just the tail end of that dark cloud. Alright. A couple off this way. Let's see what happens here. Fish on. Little guy, but fish on. Little baby smallmouth. Oh, and you nailed this one too. I'm just going to try to shake this guy off if I can. There. Little baby smallmouth. Yeah, we're catching fish. Fish on a spinnerbait. I don't even have to go to artificial live. They're biting. They're chasing.
With the rain clouds starting to move off and the sunny, partially cloudy sky on its way here, I figured those active fish I was just catching would start to hold closer to cover. So, accurate casts near the cover would be required. And of course, what goes with casting close to cover?
I think I'm snagged on something. Yep. Let me shut this camera off because I don't want it falling in the water. And I got to pull up the anchor and go get my snag. There, it stopped raining. Turn the camera back on, but I got a snag here, so we're gonna try to baby the boat back to this snag and see if we can get the snag off.
Being early in the open water season, with this being my first outing, my close and cover casting abilities weren't as refined as I would like them to be.
There we go. We recovered it. We got it. All right. Let's get ourselves set up again.
I continued to cast with no success until...
Oh, I hear thunder. That's going to cut our fishing short right now. I see dark clouds and I hear thunder coming in. So, we don't horse around like that in an aluminum boat. And I don't have a motor, so I ain't going anywhere fast. So, let's get the anchor up. Let's get back to the dock. We caught 3 fish in about a half hour. Let's see what happens with this storm. See if it slides by north of us. But it's dark here and I hear a little rumble of thunder, so we're heading back. There we go. Alright. Get ourselves tied up here, and I'm going to shut off the camera as soon as I get a rope on. There's a nice blue sky. We were fishing in there catching those bass. And this is what's rolling in right here. And this is where we heard the thunder. So I'm hoping it just slides north of us, but I'm not taking any chances when I hear thunder in an aluminum boat with fiberglass fishing rods. So looks like it's coming in this direction here, watching these clouds. So there we go. Good weather for ducks. I just can't catch a break today. Hey, thanks for being on the water, even though it was a brief moment, on my very first time for 2022 wetting a line and putting 3 fish in the boat in like a half hour. That was a lot of fun.
Now make sure you're subscribed to RO360 and don't forget to check out our next video as I go toe-to-toe with a post-frontal muskie
more look at her.
that destroys my lure.
Feel free to comment below, or if you don't want to comment in the public eye, we can also be reached at rappinoutdoors360@gmail.com. Now, if you know somebody you think might enjoy this video series, please feel free to go ahead and share this video or this link with your friend. And as always, whether you fish or hunt, remember, practice CCR. Catch, conserve, replenish. Make sure that that resource is available for future generations. See you next time, guys. Fish on. Cool. Nice largemouth bass to start. In by those rocks. Nice 10-inch largemouth. And we're getting released.
Here he goes. Bye, buddy. Thank you.
I know it's raining, and it was coming down pretty hard. It's kind of letting up now as that dark cloud goes. But in the meantime, I managed a second bass here, another largemouth. Let's check out the length. 12-inch largemouth. And it started to come down again. I'm going to get the camera shut off and